what are some of the biggest challenges that the organization faces in achieving its goals? For example, like budget or administration, are those issues like a thing, or are there other issues as well?
Yeah, I think because like I was co-PR chair like last 2 years. So this is my first year as like president.
Mhm.
So it's more of like the administrative process that I was like a bit unsure of. So it's a lot of like budgeting that you have to like account for. Like you have to do like one before like the semester comes out. So you do like all the expenses that you like are hoping to account to, like catering. There's lighting that goes into these events. There's production services that are also involved. So in that regard, it has been like a bit difficult to like navigate, but I think like through the help with like BU and like admin here, like it's been easier to navigate and stuff like that. The biggest challenge I think is just like getting everyone's like ideas heard and like just like making sure like it's done in like the best way possible that like is good for everyone and like everyone would enjoy.
Okay, that makes sense. So just in terms of, for example, you mentioned like how BU has helped you out and stuff like that. Have there been issues like, or do you think there are any issues with, for example, the Student Activities Board and how they interact with organizations, or any problems you have with them that you've noticed?
I think for most of the part, they have been very helpful. Like there's like SAO office in the GSU basement, and I think whenever I have questions and stuff, like I do normally go there. Just like because I think like through emails it's a bit harder. I think like in that sense, like it's like a bit because back and forth going through emails, like it's sometimes hard to get response immediately, and like finding ways to like go about it. And like a lot of these times you need like a very quick response. So I feel like going straight to the office is a bit like a lot easier. And the budgeting part I think is like a bit more like stricter because like if you make like a small mistake, then like you get like denied like a lot of funding for the whole semester. So I think a lot of clubs have encountered that, but I think this year we haven't encountered like major funding issues, just like small budgeting where we have to like decrease the amount for one event like to make sure we have enough money for another event. So basically just like kind of like that.
Okay, so you mentioned, for example, that if you make like some very small mistakes, you might lose a lot of funding.
Yeah.
Could you maybe, without obviously incriminating
Yeah.
yourself, like give us some examples of what a small mistake could be that could take away a lot of funding?
So basically, like I know, like when we filled out our budget sheet, like if you do like the description, like you have to make it very like you have to put like a lot of details into it. So if you like accidentally mix up like the amount or like invoice that you use, so you have to do like an invoice from like the food you're gonna get, like where your Amazon supply list. You have to do account for like catering charges as well, and catering charges are more like you don't see that straight up. It's like more on like your menu side, so you have to like really like look for it, and if you don't know about that process beforehand, like it gets a bit tricky.
Okay.
So I feel like that part is just like a bit more like it's like you need to like make sure you know everything, and if you kind of mix up one, like it's you just like get denied fully for that event, so it's
Okay.
just a bit hard. Yeah.